Boosters engage. Woo, baby, she's fast. What's going on, guys? Shane here today. Fucking hot as dick, Northern California. It's like 100 degrees today. So I'm in good old t-shirt and it feels fucking great. Alrighty guys, so today I wanted to talk about a simple question that a couple of people have asked me, and there's a lot of different opinions on it, but I figured, you know what, fuck it, I'll just give you guys my opinion because I think it's a pretty good one. So the topic today is going to be, should you start out on a 300cc motorcycle or a 600cc motorcycle or something equivalent of, you know, those power sets? I'm not even going to talk about 1000cc because I personally feel that no matter how much you think you want a 1000cc, if you've never ridden street bikes before, you're a fucking retard if you buy a 1000cc. But some people buy them and do fine, so whatever, that's them. But I would never give that advice to someone else. Right now, I'm riding my wife's 2013 Ninja 300. You guys haven't seen this on the channel in pretty much fucking forever. I think I've done only one video on it because I like riding my bike more. Although this is it's a fun bike to ride, and I do ride it more so than I video. So I'll ride it maybe like once a month or something like that. Thank you, sir, for getting over. Appreciate it. And the light's about to turn green. Here we go. Look both ways when you cross the street, children. Okay, so let's get to it. 300 or 600cc bike. So a disclaimer I want to put out there before I start, you know, giving my opinion is, this is my opinion with safety blown out the window. Like, who gives a fuck about safety? We're not going to talk about safety, right? Because essentially everyone should probably start out on a 300 as far as safety wise, because you start out on a slower bike, you get to learn how to ride a motorcycle, you know, starting from the basics on something that's slower, which in the end will hopefully make you a better rider. So we're not going to talk about that because I think that's an easy argument. Everyone should start on a 300, but I didn't, and I wouldn't tell a lot of people to as well. So there's one simple thing you need to ask yourself, again, in my opinion, if you're looking at getting either a 300cc or a 600cc motorcycle. And the question is, are you someone that likes speed? That's the question. That's it right there. If you like speed and you are a speed demon, you will get used to the power on the 300cc so fast, you'll be crying a week after you fucking bought it, or sooner, because you're like, God damn it, I just wasted my money and I should have put it towards a 600cc motorcycle. I am glad I did not go that route, because I am someone who likes speed. I'm a speed demon. I love to go fast. This was also when I was 19, so I wasn't as tamed as I am now. I can easily tame my speed down, and I don't have to be a jackass on the streets doing 100 miles an hour down the freeway. I'm good with that, but I fucking love speed. So I do track days. I do track days because it kind of gets it out of my system, going fast and just having a bunch of fun. Now the problem is if you like speed, to some extent, you could argue that you're going to be wasting your money, because you get a 300cc knowing that that's not really the bike that you want to spend your hard-earned money on. And you've heard all the horror stories about people who've went out, no, I'm not going to get over it. People who have went out, bought a 300cc motorcycle, and then, like I said, very shortly after, wow, I shouldn't have bought this bike. There are plenty of people that I would say, yes, you should not buy a 300cc motorcycle. And that's for people who, one, have prior experience riding street bikes and 2, or you know, maybe just your friend's bike, or even like dirt bikes and things like that. And 2, are you a speed demon? Because if you're a speed demon, you will get tired of a 300cc motorcycle very fast, and that's it. Cut and dry right there. 300cc bike is slow. You know, when we compare it to other motorcycles, it's a slow ass bike. I'm not saying you can't have a lot of fun on it, because I'll tell you what, these bikes are a shit ton of fun, but you will get tired of the straight line speed very fast. So let's answer the other part of this question. And if you answer no to being a speed demon, if you answer no to being a speed demon, then a 300cc motorcycle would be a great and even perfect bike to start on. And don't you fucking move. The reason I say that is because you will not grow out of the speed that this bike can give you. This bike is a fast bike compared to 90% of cars on the road. This bike will beat 90% of the cars on the road. It just hands down, and maybe even more. When I talk about beating them, I don't mean top speed either. I mean acceleration. Let's just say 0 to 60 or whatever. This bike's it's got some good power off the line. So if you answered no to being a speed demon, this bike will last you a long time, and you're gonna buy the bike knowing that you won't be disappointed in the bike's straight line performance. Again, we're not talking about handling, brakes, suspension, the body position of the different bikes. We're strictly just talking about power wise. The power will suit someone very well, and for, I would say, a pretty long time, if you are not a speed demon. If you just like to cruise around, or this is your first bike and you kind of want to take it easy, or another thing that I really like to compare it to is, hey, are you a dirt bike rider? Do you ride a 250 or a 450? Or, you know what I mean? Do you ride a 125 two-stroke or a 250 two-stroke, or fuck, even a 300? If you're on a bigger bore type bike compared to a smaller bore, go for the 600, because if you like riding a 450 in the dirt, you're gonna love riding a 600 on the street, and you're that type of person that wants that extra power. That's why you bought the fucking 450. If you're riding the smaller bore, like a 250 4-stroke or a 125 2-stroke, you're content with that power, a 300 might be a good place to start. It might be a good place for you. I'm not saying that's definite, but it's just something to consider. And again, if you are not a speed demon, the 300cc motorcycle will last you a very long time, and you will be content with your purchase, because at the end of the day, it's you as as yourself buying this motorcycle. Well, hopefully it is. Hopefully you're paying for it yourself. You're spending your hard-earned money, and I don't want someone to be disappointed in whatever they decide to buy. So remember, a simple question: are you a speed demon or not? We're not talking about safety here. We're talking about what are you going to be happy with at the end of the day, or not even at the end of the day, a year after you purchase the bike. Will you be happy for it? Happy with your purchase? So guys, that's my quick and easy shakedown of should you get a 300 or a 600cc motorcycle. And like I said, it's very simple. In my eyes, it's a simple choice, and just one simple question you have to ask yourself. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I'm about to be home, and I'm gonna put the damn AC on because it's about to be hot as fuck in my house. I probably should have put it on earlier this morning, but I didn't. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Take it easy, and definitely stay cool, and make sure to hydrate. Peace, guys. I'm going to counter what I just said and talked about in this entire video, and just give you kind of just my personal experience with the 300cc bike. My wife, this was her very first motorcycle. I did not consider her a fucking speed demon, but there was no goddamn way I was going to let her start on a 600. As of lately, she has told me multiple times that the bike is too slow. It doesn't have enough power. So at the end of the day, you know what? Who fucking knows? But I would still say that answering that one question will kind of just it's just something to help you decide, because it's a hard decision for a lot of people to make. And you know, like I said, I don't want anyone to waste their money or feel regretful.